Hey, what up guys, Mammoth here. Today I'm going to show you guys a couple of solid connections and hints that help prove the leaked Kino Remake Berlin DLC Zombies map that is supposed to come out if on track during the 6th season for Cold War Zombies. Again, this DLC map has been found in the files of the game, and I'm going to show you guys, actual hints and teases that regard this map. And again, I'm not just going to bring up a leak and put confirmed DLC map in the title because that's not who I am, and I don't do that kind of clickbait stuff. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's start with the first tease for this Berlin map. Okay, so firstly, a map location of Berlin can be seen on the Zombies loadout menu screen over here. Again, this is only in Zombies and not in the multiplayer loadout screen. And what's also worth to mention as well is that, this Berlin map location over here can also be found on Weaver's one of the 4 computer screens in the Zombies intro, which if you didn't know, each location on this screen represents where the Zombies apocalypse outbreak starts. So for example, you can see here Morasko, Poland is a location we already visited, as that map was the Machina. So meaning, the 3 other maps locations reveal the upcoming 3 DLC Zombies maps to come, which again, one of them is in Berlin. But moving on to the second hint regarding this Berlin Kino sort of remake map is thanks to Eric Maynard and Ben Shapiro for mentioning this out. This exact map location actually leads to this image right here of Berlin, of course, in real life. Now that tower you see over here is almost the same tower we saw in Kino der Toten, so you gotta think, right, why would Treyarch show us a map location in Zombies in Berlin where the red dot points to exactly a location we've seen before in Kino der Toten? Could they perhaps be making a future Berlin Kino remake map just like, the leak suggested? I don't know, you guys be the decider for that. But yeah, now if we move on to the third hint for this one comes from Ben, who on Twitter mentions that an intel piece on Zombies Onslaught can be found that talks about the start of a zombies outbreak in a KGB facility in Berlin. Now the reason, why this intel screams Kino der Toten all over it is because of how Treyarch, just like what they did with Nacht and Die Maschine, they're gonna make Kino's used to be Nazi-based theater in this Berlin map become now turn into a Soviet KGB Omega Group facility base, where Omega Group, now takes over the site during the Cold War. Again, it's just like how Nacht and Die Maschine was reused by the Soviet/Omega Group after World War II ended, and it's gonna be kind of the same thing vice versa with the Kino der Toten now. But yeah, moving on to the fourth hint that proves this Berlin map, we're gonna bring up Samantha's whereabouts in Cold War Zombies, where right now, Samantha is currently living in her hometown, East Berlin, Germany, as it legit tells us that in the intro cutscene for Zombies. But I want you guys to pay attention to the exact location, East Berlin, Germany in 1983. And now if you don't know, during 1983 in East Berlin, Germany, the Soviets had control of that sector, as you can see in this map over here, which is why it makes sense for Kino der Toten, which was located in East Berlin, Germany and was once a Nazi base, is now becoming to now turn into a KGB Soviet Omega Group facility, just like the intel piece said from Zombies Onslaught. And yeah, it's also worth mentioning that Samantha is actually really close to the in real life Kino building from where she's walking in the streets of East Berlin in this cutscene over here. So maybe, since Samantha is close and is in East Berlin, maybe she could be in like an ending Easter egg cutscene or something, I don't know. But yeah, moving on to the fifth and final hint, I'm gonna bring up this Cold War campaign mission called Brick in the Wall. In this mission over here lies a bunch of zombie-esque like settings where, there are plenty of moments from the mission where it just feels so zombie-like. And, maybe they could use some assets from this East Berlin mission and implement them into the Cold War Zombies DLC map, Berlin, of course. They've done, stuff like this before, so wouldn't be, surprising if they did it again. What's also worth mentioning is that, they even showed a tease of the tower model we saw in hint number 1, which is pretty cool and pretty neat. But yeah, that is all the hints and teasers I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is all nonsense, or do you guys actually think that, we might have something going on here? But yeah, other than that, I'd really appreciate if you guys had the time to give the video a like, subscribe for the best and more Black Ops Cold War Zombies content, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Attention! This is a mysterious voice in your head, and I order you to subscribe!
I saw a UFO outside the crib last night. Heard a knock on my window. Figured that it's all in my mind.